It's very comfy. Right, let's begin. So I was a sportsman looking for a sport, and I watched the Masters way back, 1971, and I saw these guys running around on a beautiful piece of land, green fairways, big trees. I loved the outdoor life. I'm not sure when I set the goal, but I said I wanted an outdoor job and to be my own boss. That was my first 2 rules. But I love sports. I was good at just about everything apart from gymnastics. I'm a bit too large to throw this lump around. I asked my parents. We knew nothing really much about golf. Went down to the club. I booked half a dozen lessons with the assistant by the name of Chris Arnold. That's how I got into golf. I think the great thing that happened to me straight away was he installed, unbeknown to me, discipline. I know the first lesson was like the grip and a bit of stance, and then a grip of stance and alignment, and grip, stance, alignment, posture, all those. Didn't hit a golf ball till the 4th lesson. I remember that much. But it caught me probably straight away because that was in April of 71. My next door neighbor gave me 2 clubs, a 7 and an 8. I remember the ones with the plastic covering over the steel shaft to make it look like hickory, I guess. I went rummaging through the bushes and found 20 golf balls. My mum was a dressmaker. She made me a practice bag, and that was it. That's how I started. So this is a cool bit of my story. From my first lessons to playing the Ryder Cups, that's 6 years and a couple of months, and I beat Jack Nicklaus on the second day and beat Tom Watson, who was the Open champions, and I won all 3, so beating Jack. So obviously Jack is a friend of mine now, and I do remind him that, Jack, I just had half a dozen lessons and practiced for 6 years and I beat you. So, and that was my start. Yeah, winning the first Open in '87, the simple word was relief. I mean, after all that workload, you just said, I've finally done it. That was the line I remember saying to him, I'm finally won the Open. And I did face, I had a 5-footer like many kids would dream. I know I looked at the leaderboard and I was at 5 and Roger Davis was at 4, and I just said, well, if you want to win the Open, you have to hold it. So I felt that one. Oh, well done. Yeah, so that was really it. After all the workload, which you can't, and all the dedication, but if you love what you're doing, you're just doing it. I mean, that's the best thing. That's the greatest thing about this game, that you can spend all day entertaining yourself, and I did. Nothing happened overnight, and I think that's the important thing with our game, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That's basically 11 years from turning pro to then winning a major. So I think I served my time. And I was in England for a full 2 weeks, and I had a flat in Windsor, and I had my office in Windsor as well. And literally, I didn't even know my address at my flat. So I never checked the mail, never. So meanwhile, somebody has gone in my mailbox, and rummaged through and finds a letter from the government and takes it to my office. So he opens it up and says, oh my goodness, calls me. So it's now Saturday morning. And he said, well, you're getting the knighthood. And I said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. He says, but they say you can't tell anybody. Okay, so you think of it. So, okay, so I go for breakfast and I come back and the phone rings and it's Buckingham Palace. And I think, well, of course it's Buckingham Palace. I've just got a knighthood, okay? So it's hello, and they go, and remember, I don't know, 2 weeks have gone by. So they said, Mr. Faldo, we sent you, a letter that, regarding the night. I said, yeah. I'll get back to you on Monday, you see? And she goes, well, no, Her Majesty would like to know. It's been 2 weeks. I go, it's been 2 what? So I panic. and my head's obviously spinning. And she says, "Do you accept?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm going, "Nick, you don't say something stupid right now." I said, "I do." She said, "Well, that's marvelous." I go, "Where did this 2 weeks come from?" I pieced all that together, so I realised what had happened. You see, so that was the drama of it, just receiving it. And then obviously I then had my investiture in November at Windsor Castle with the Queen. So you can imagine that was emotional overload, that one. It was an unbelievable day. And I'm still doing some TV, maybe there's some more. I kind of semi-retired from the full time. I've been on the road, 2 flights a week and all that sort of thing, especially when you're now living up here. So I genuinely, actually, I love it up here. I love my fly fishing. My fishing's going that way, while my golf's going that way. So I'm quite happy. Been up here for 3 years, done 3 winters, which are entertaining. But when you've got this, I just love space, and every single day, like you look across there and you go, that's 40 miles over there, that hill, and that's 15. Well, that's 30 up there. That's your view. I've got a couple of projects here. Obviously, I'm doing a par 3 project up at Yellowstone, and other ones across America, which is great. Europe. I like to just be really inspired by what's there naturally. Obviously, you've got horizon lines of mountains, you've got fences, you've got trees, you've got bushes, whatever it might be. You've got the land, so I just want to make a golf hole fit the best I can. And then we think memorability is very important. You play so many courses, it's bunker left, bunker right, bunker left, bunker right. You want people to go, "Oh, 7th hole, oh, I remember that one, and I remember 14, whatever." So memorability is important. I feel I'm obviously good at strategy from my own playing days. I've got a very good eye of visualizing. Obviously that was from golf, and so I can look down mud and nothing and go, "Oh, I see a bit of this," and then enhance that, and you try to relay my vision to my architects or what have you, to draw it. Put all of that together, I'm excited about it. And as I said, the real bottom line is I would love to just leave, a couple of really great golf courses. That's my real goal. I want people to go, "Oh, you got to go and play that one." If we went 5 back out and 6 back down to here.
Okay.
And then 7, 8, 9.
Right. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
The series is 30 years old. We've really built this on our own. Yeah, I'm delighted Matthew is stuck with the series. He's actually really grown with it. And also, I've got a very good MD now, Simon Jones. So he's really helped Matthew as well to grow. Matthew really enjoys his role now. So I think it's great that we have a Faldo, representing the Faldo series. And he's a lovely lad. Everybody loves him. So, I'm delighted. I'm delighted he's really enjoying. He's stuck with it, and we're on a good roll right now. We've got sponsors involved, and we start to believe we can do the work we want to do. We have a great game because we're very fortunate that literally every walk of life, business or sport or politics or even everybody wants to play golf. It's the one sport that we all come to, and so we're right here receiving this because we get everything from very famous actors to sportsmen, royalty, whatever, want to play our game of golf. So we meet the most amazing people, and obviously even at other ends, the great thing about golf is you have to give 100% attention to it. So it's wonderful for your life, whether you just want to forget about your own business, or maybe you've got a problem or whatever, and just by having something to really get your teeth into, you can forget your troubles in your life and what have you. because you have to be completely engrossed in what you're doing. Well, the impact of golf on my life is it's given me everything. I mean, it's given me a career, an opportunity to see the world. I'm an only child born in a council house in Welwyn Garden City, and I've met everybody from presidents, kings and queens, been invited to this, to that. I was given an opportunity to travel, see the world, compete. You know, I've had a career out of whacking golf balls around a field, so it's given me opportunity to give my family, you know, the best life I believe I could give them and all that. I think the bestest thing was, as I said, I was a 15-year-old lad, and I said, I want to be a pro golfer. And that was the start of everything. And here we are, over 50 plus years later, that as a 15-year-old lad, I made the decision I want to be a pro golfer. And then look, what happened?